Welcome to Storytime. Enjoy with me. Orca by Philip Burrows. Part 2.
Chapter 3. The Big Wave. It begins to rain as they move away from the killer whales. Suddenly, it is raining very hard, and there is a lot of wind. The sky is black. Jack says, "This is bad. We must get away from the wind. I can see a town over there. Let's go." "I'm frightened," says Tonya. It is difficult to hear her because of the wind. "We're all frightened," says Jack, "but everything is okay." The town gets nearer, but the waves get bigger and bigger. Suddenly, a very big wave hits the boat. There is water everywhere. "Is everyone okay?" shouts Jack. "Max?" "Yes," says Max. "Sasha?" "My arm hurts, but I'm okay," says Sasha. "Tonya?" "Tonya!" "Where's Tonya?" shouts Jack. "She's not in the boat," says Sasha. "She's in the water. But where?" They look in the cold, dark water for hours. "Tonya! Say something, Tonya!" "Where are you?" shouts Max. The wind gets stronger and the boat is full of water. Another big wave hits the boat. Sasha's arm hurts a lot now. "Jack, we must stop. Do you want us all to die?" says Max. He puts his arm around Jack. "We can't do any more." Tonya is wearing a life jacket, and she can swim very well. "Let's sail to the town." Jack puts his head in his hands. "This can't happen. It can't," he says. Max begins to steer the boat, but the wind is too strong. Some time later, the boat hits a beach. The three friends get out. They are very tired. They stop there. Max and Sasha sleep on the beach, but Jack sits near the water. He looks at the sea, thinking about Tonya. Chapter 4. Tonya. Tonya is 500 meters away out in the sea. She begins to swim, but the waves are too big and the water is too cold. She finds some wood and puts her arms around it. Tonya is thinking, "I must be strong. I am not going to die. I want to see the sun again. Jack is going to find me." Tonya sees a boat far away. She calls to it. "Help! Help me! I'm over here!" She moves her arms and shouts, but nobody hears her. The wind moves her away from the boat. "Oh, Jack, I'm sorry," she says. Her head goes down onto the wood. In the arms of the sea, she sleeps. Suddenly, Tonya is not sleeping. There is no wind, and she can see the sun. She looks everywhere. There is a beach in front of her, but she cannot swim to it. "I am too cold and too tired," she thinks. "I must see a boat soon." She looks at the sea. There are no boats, no people, but some birds. "Can the birds help me?" she thinks sleepily. Tonya listens to the sea. She likes the noise. Then she hears something different. Is it a baby crying? She thinks, and looks up. 10 meters in front of her is a big fin. A very big fin. Under the fin is a killer whale. The whale is making the noise. But it is not a baby. It is 5 meters long. Behind it is another whale, and another, and another. "Killer whales eat people. I am going to die," thinks Tonya. The killer whales come nearer and nearer. Tonya can't feel her legs. "It's okay. They are cold. That's all," she thinks. She starts to swim away from the big fins. "Help me!" she shouts. "Help! Help! Help!" The killer whales are all around her. She closes her eyes and waits. But she does not die. The biggest killer whale is under her. Suddenly, she is on his back. What is happening? Perhaps they are not hungry, Tonya thinks. The killer whale moves slowly to the shore. He is taking Tonya to the beach. Tonya puts her hands on the fin in front of her. "This is a very big fish. Too big for my tea," she thinks. She smiles and puts her head on his big back. Soon she is sleeping again. Chapter 5. Tonya, is that you? Jack sits on the beach. The sun is in the sky. Behind him, Max and Sasha sleep. "I must do something," he thinks. "I can't take my boat, but I must look for Tonya." He begins to walk along the beach. "There is a town near here. I can get a new boat, then I can look for Tonya." Just then, Jack sees something on the beach. He walks nearer. It is a woman. Jack runs to the woman on the beach. Tonya, he shouts. Tonya, is that you? Tonya moves her head slowly. Jack! Oh, Jack! You're okay! Jack puts his arms around Tonya. He kisses her face and cries. He can't speak. He is too happy. Tonya says, "What about Max and Sasha? Are they okay too?" "Everyone is okay," answers Jack. They sit on the beach and look at the sea. Jack says, "We are very, very lucky." Tonya sits up and sees a small fin in the water. It has a cut on it. The fin waves slowly and moves out to sea. It is waving goodbye, thinks Tonya. Lucky. Yes, lucky, she says quietly to Jack.
The end.